And welcome back to another episode of the Phoenix Truth Rising Show. It's been a little bit of time till the last one, but we're here now to help you grow in the knowledge and the truth shall set you free. So in the background, you're going to see a movie being played about Trump. And with that being said, as we continue on with part 24, From Here to Armageddon, one of the most important information ever to come upon you, upon this planet, upon you. Maybe you go back into another journal put before us, The Last Great Plague Upon Man, AIDS and Related Murder Tools. So with that being said, with Trump in the midst, what does it say here in this book? Besides, it's saying that what I believe they're doing by manipulating our genetic code with giving us shots here and there, the demonic goal, genetic manipulation, blocks our emotional life. And I was just telling someone today that when you take Tylenol too much, it's been known to take away your empathy. So imagine giving Tylenol to your children since a young age and then they growing up and not feeling too close to others because maybe they're doing genetic manipulation with our common medications. So with that being said, if there's ever a nuclear war taking place, may our higher brothers and sisters from the outer limits come by and help pick us up, because that's the only way a rapture is going to be coming. It was introduced into the Bible in the 1700s to confuse man. But our higher brothers and sisters have craft that can traverse the universe on this infinite plane and locate us at God's will. Especially the children would be lifted off first. So don't worry about the children. God has them. Look at this word right here, Mr. Bearden. I behoove you to check out how the Russians case of the Challenger explosion. So Bearden is right into scalar technology. Scalar technology is silent weapons for quiet wars. By the globalists, the elites, the New World Order agenda. So, the Khazarian barbarian Bolsheviks have taken control of all governments. Banking cartels have been owning the governments for years. They put their own lobbyists in place, and you have a fake government now. Just like Revelation 2:9 and 3:9, those that call themselves the Jays, but are not. They are of the synagogue of Satan. So, that being said, what does it say about Trump? You'll a fatal wound had been healed. The heads of the beast seem to have had a fatal wound. So that's interesting to bring that up when we have Trump having his assassination attempt. Now this is made in 1989, by the way, people. This is 1989 information, over 35 years old about. So let's see what Hatonn has to say. Hatonn present to continue. Let us press right along, please. Do you think perhaps Mr. Donald Trump might feel today that he may have a higher purpose than building boats and plucking airlines? Will he credit where due, or will he just be smug and think, more good old Trump luck? So be it. So, Hatonn being a fourth dimensional guide to this realm, in connection with Hatonn, if in his higher presence, do you think that he's saying that Donald Trump has a higher purpose for no reason? Look where he is in this world. He's riding the line right between both sides. He has to pretend he's friends with the evil elites while he truly feels for the people. We all hope. Now, the Challenger was exploded back then, and that was what the Illuminati was telling everyone, that we are searching for Atlantis and all other Challengers will be exploded. So, with that being said, let us get on with From Here to Armageddon, Part 24. So now let us get on with Appendix 3, Zu Jesus Sananda. Jesus Emmanuel, Sananda. Sananda's his new name. One with and within God in the creation. This is from 1989, Doubts, Questions, and Choices. In radiance I come. We will speak of many things as we journey through this tight passage. Let us not tarry this day on painful subjects. All must come into confrontation with that which is more reality than the fantasy of daily sequence. Naught has changed. The perturbation and annoyance is as much for their brethren as for thee. As long as there is free will choice, there will be doubts. You must handle doubts for the blessing they provide. Discernment. If there is always a bit of doubt, you will check thy roadmaps often, that ye not take a wrong turn at a crucial time. The ability to question, reason, and logic are thy great gifts. You have confronted Lucifer. You have not yet in this portion confronted Satan. You witness the works of Satan. You are enticed, tried, and bribed by Lucifer, the sly one. Decisions must be made on a moment-to-moment basis, with the input from thy lessons within these writings, and the teachings of lifetimes. You can make of sound decisions. You ones must look at all possibilities, both positive and negative, in perception. For there are only positive ones in the outcome. You shall make of all things into positive experience. You cannot move in a fog of blindness, most especially when it includes thy brethren within the fog bank of actions. I could more easily bear a cross than could I have stood up by and allowed my brother to be hanged. If you lose of thy loving human gift of caring, we have not for which to work. What merit survival if you lose that which is life? You only have the truth of this moment, and if you stand strong through this moment, the next will be also passed by equally as swiftly. Now remember that. Stay in the present moment, because you only have the truth of this moment, and if you stand strong through this moment, the next will be also passed by equally as swiftly. Only the players in the sequence of experience changes. Only the players in the sequence of experience changes. From time to time, you must play at the game of devil's advocate, that you do not blind of yourselves in false security of ridiculous beingness. There is a difference in active faith and being faith. In being faith, you are not really in faith, for you are haphazardly existing and quite honestly depending on others to produce that you can continue in thy being. You ones must be very cautious, for as you grow, many ones will wish to come and allow you to act in their stead, that they might be. Ones must continually work to upgrade self and skills. Ones must be working many hours in each day's segment to learn, grow, and polish potential. You must move from a population of specialty into a balanced and varied skilled community. If all thee can do is sell a house, how shall thee eat when you cannot grow of a garden? This is more a time of thinking than of heavy testing. Lucifer is a most helpful brother in the bringing of truth and variety of possibilities to thy attention. There are always options to action. Choices of alternatives. You must utilize the most propitious avenues of travel and utilization. You must always check and evaluate how it affects the programs of the group, thy singular passage and that of thy brother, familiar and unfamiliar. Whatever might be thy perceived problem, you must always share and lean a bit upon another, for we are all in this thing together. Isn't that interesting that it says it right there? When we've been given that key words in 2020, 2021, 2022. Yes, you will each and all constantly be in evaluation and doubt. It is a lack of decision and the drifting into whatever that will destroy thee. Give head forward intelligent attention to these things as they arise, and thy answers will flow. Sometimes thy brother will be given the solution to a problem, and you will have missed of it. Be open, hear, listen, even unto the warnings and temptations of Lucifer, for he will keep thee on thy toes. Do not allow of him to touch of thee. His touch is smooth, and he promises ease of passage. I cannot promise the ease of passage, but I can guarantee passage. I do not promise wondrous negation of that which will be. I do promise to be with thee every step of the journey. I do not promise thee a rose with not thorns. I do promise that I shall abide with thee in the thorn garden. I shall also pluck the thorn crown from thy brow. You are at the threshold of bombardment of movement and activity. Ones of thy group are not prepared. You ones will need carry an incredibly heavy burden for an indeterminate period of time. You shall attract help as the underground messages go forth, but each and all require time. You will despair and weary. Pay attention to the red flares, which warn thee of impending trouble. When you are too wary and clouded by personal interactions and internalization, you tend to err. Be always alert and cautious, for that is when you can be struck down by thy adversaries. Testing never done. We'll take up in the next episode, part 25. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you like and subscribe and share this message with everyone you know. God bless. Take care. This is Spaceman 2.0 with the Phoenix Truth Rising Show. And